Hi, and welcome to Nif's Hobby Corner. I'm Jenny, and today, well, currently, I'm watching Jess's live stream at Colouring Bumblebee, and I thought I'd just do a bit of multitasking, and she is doing some page hopping in Small Victories. So this is fully inspired, 100% heavily inspired by the current live stream that's going on. Excuse the paint on my hands. What can I say? So what she's doing is using prompts to find pages to do just a little bit of adding a little bit of colour to the pages throughout the book. And so the current prompt is rectangle, and I thought I can make rectangles out of this page, and so I've taped off these borders. I just need to go over and trim these because they are going to get on my nerves. Going over the edges like this. Excuse this. Yep, this just trimming off these. Just these. Oop. Sticky. Okay, so that's, there's one more piece there. And then I've used this very shiny tape that's reflecting all of the light. And so I thought I'd just do a little bit of colouring in here while I'm on video. Get two jobs done with once. So I'm inspired to use my Black Widows. Got the lavender and burgundy. This Scorpion set is so old that it doesn't have the dipped ends. So definitely need to dust the cobwebs off them. So I was just going to do this background for this frog here, and I'm just going to try and go darker around the edges. Oh, these pencils feel lovely. I haven't really used Black Widows. I know they're very popular. I'm not the best authority on hardness of pencils, but I don't seem to be having to press hard. But I might have to add some of these onto the pencils because I don't have the best dexterity. Let's see how they're a little bit tight. No, that's not fitting on there. That's not fitting on there. That was at least I tried. Sorry about rotating the book. I find it so much easier to colour in an up and down rather than a side to I can't even demonstrate it, side to side motion. I don't know if any of you are the same. So yeah. So the prompt that Jess is currently using is rectangle. Sorry, my brain struggles buffering. I call it buffering because words are hard. Do I want the rate gradient to go dark to light or dark to light? Decisions. Where's my test paper? This is what I'm using for test paper. Don't laugh at me. No, that's far too light. Just for context, my Black Widows are not in a case. They are just kind of loose. Just loose. I need to get a case. It's awful. It's really awful. Maybe this one's better. That one is better. So just go this way. Just get these in between toe bits. That way I don't have to make decisions at the minute. I think I'm going to go top to bottom, bottom to top gradient, going dark to light. I don't know why I picked this colour. It's just a pretty colour. Oh, these pencils do feel lovely. I see what the oh, I've forgotten the word. Jennifer, what's the word? What is the word? I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue colour this and just mute myself for a bit and carry on and catch up with you when I'm nearly done. So I've just completed the darkest colour, and as I completed it I went to switch to my next shade down and I was using my mid-tone for the bottom. Oh dear, so I'll have to use my light tone for the middle and then find an even lighter tone maybe, just for the very top. I think that might work. So I'm going to use hot pink where lavender should have been. Let me just maybe this one. Maybe pig's ear. That is a brilliant name for a... I think I'm going to do pig's ear and then fudge. Pig's ear and then fudge. So it's lavender, pig's ear and then fudge. I sound like I'm making some sort of concoction, don't I? Okay, so Jess, I'm trying to keep up with the stream, but I can't. It's just, but I'm enjoying doing this square, so I'm going to continue doing this square. I'm really enjoying these pencils. Excuse my moving around. I tend to get easily distracted. She says getting distracted mid-sentence. Oh dear. I do really love watching streams. I'm sorry if my hand's covering the picture. I'm trying my best. I'm also trying not to get my head in shot, which is not happening as much as I thought it would, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to finish off this square and move on to the next prompt that Jess has got, which is insect. I just thought with the because I know I want to do this frog green, and I thought, oh, it will stand out nicely on against this pink colour. Well, originally it was meant to be more of a purple colour, but you know what, as Bob Ross would call it, happy little accidents. This just going over the darker areas to just what am I thinking? What am I thinking? It's not much of a gradient, it's just pretty much a line. Whoops. I need to sharpen my pencil, even though it's got a good tip, it's not... Oh, sorry about that. I need to sharpen the pencil. So... Sorry, I went silent there for a minute. Just hard concentration, I guess. So I'm going to silence my microphone and speed up a little bit, because I've done this section. I just have to repeat it again on this other side, and I'm very happy with the colours that have come out. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so that's that rectangle done. Just a bit more blendy blending. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how this has come out. Sorry about that, I just got distracted again. A bit more blend. Very happy with how Little Frog has come out. There we go. That's how he's turned out. So the next prompt that Jess has, I've actually written down a list here. It's insect. So luckily on this page I can see an insect right here, so I don't even have to change my page. I know that's not really the spirit of it, but this is... I could colour these little bugs. Let me just have a look. have a flip through. Oh, these dogs have got to be my favourite page. Insect, insect, insect. There's a few. I've completed a few pages. Where can I find an insect that I want to complete? There's a snail, there's a bee, there's these little bugs. I've already done the ladybird on this page. You know what? I might just colour this little dude here. What colours are you? I think maybe light blues for the wings and this light bronze for the body. Sounds like a good idea. What else? Okay, so the next prompt on Jess's live stream is insect, and so I've picked out light bronze, peppermint and sky to colour this little flying insect here. It's not going to be a big job, so hopefully I can get it done fairly quickly. And yeah, let me just start with the monarch. Okay, so the first pencil, this lovely blue teal turquoisey sort of colour, is sky, and I'm just going to cover the entire wing with this colour. Excuse me if it's not in frame. I've had to zoom in a little bit to so you can see what I'm doing, as it's such a small illustration, but we don't mind small illustrations. As the book says, it's a small little victory, and it's one step closer to completing this whip. I haven't decided if this page is going to have a background yet. I've enjoyed colouring this page because it's one that I just come back to every now and again, and when I don't want something big, and I can just sit and do a couple of leaves and close it and come back, which is the whole premise of the page hopping. So I used light bronze as the colour for the body, and then I'm going to use this peppermint, which is a lovely green, for the rest of the wings, and that is almost complete. Not even a few minutes. Like, when I sit down and actually do something, it's not too bad. It's sort of building it up in my mind. So that is my little, I don't know, is it a dragonfly or is it a butterfly? My little flying insect creature completed with the. So the next prompt that has come up is snail, and I was flipping through and I think I'm going to pick this snail. Again, sorry for moving the book around, but I tend to move the book to where is easiest for my hand to go for. Sorry, I really struggle colouring and talking at the same time, it turns out. It's not that easy. Everyone makes it always look so easy. Okay, I'm pulling this rusty brown. This is my tiny test sheet of paper. I'm thinking this is going to be my. Oh, I need to sharpen it. Oh, just a second. Sorry for the noise. Got a nice point. and just giving his little snail trail. His little snail body. It's not a trail. His little snail body. A little bit of yeah. Oh. Quite happy with the little bit of depth that's. And then, sorry about the stretches of silence. I'm just struggling to figure out what to say. So, it's the snail's body. There we go. Let me just bring that up. Let me see. I don't know what colour I should do the shell. I might do I do a green shell or a blue shell? I've got dust all over my desk from pencil sharpenings. Green or blue? Or do I do a brown shell? I might just do browns for the shell, and then that way I have more of a freedom with the other stuff on the page. Let me just have a look. So I've got this brown, which is the mahogany, and what's this one? Dark tan. Just colour. Sorry, I can't really bring you closer. Excuse that, that's the dog trying to open the door. She knows how the door handle works, so I might be ambushed in a second. Let me go with browns. Just do the dark around the edges. I know you're meant to colour light to dark, but I do prefer dark to light, especially with pencils. With alcohol markers and things, I'm not sure. I don't really recall what my... I think I'm just going to do this snail, and then there we go. Well, let's get this browns. Get some browns. Get the swirlies. Get the swirlies. That's not as much contrast as I initially wanted, so I'll have to come in and just darken the darks a bit. Oh, I've got a book that just fell over. Let me just do these bits here. I was hoping that this mahogany had a bit more contrast in it, but I might have to bring in another pencil. Ah, this one's good. This is the dark chocolate from the Scorpion set. There we go, that's the contrast that I wanted. I don't know if it's showing up much on the camera, but hopefully when I bring the paper up to see you, it's a bit more visible. There we go. I think I'm done with the shell. Let's have a look. Let's have a look a bit closer. There we go. I think I need to tidy it up a little bit. Let me find my electric eraser just to tidy up a bit. Oh, I can't find it. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just going to tidy up this leaf. Not that I need to. And there we go. There we go. There's snail completed. So the next prompt is fish, and there's so many fish on this page. I'll put my finger in that one. Where else is fish? Where else is fish? Fish, fish. There's this fishy page. I don't know if I'm feeling that one though. I could just colour those 4 little fish. I feel like I've said fish so many times it's lost its meaning. Fish, fish, fish. There's that one. I don't want to do that page. Ugh. Whereabouts? Whereabouts? Fish. Fish, 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 fish. Sorry, I'm just listening to Jess's stream and she's making me giggle. What do I... Fish. Fish, fish, fish. There was one that I saw that I was more drawn to. Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Where's the fish? That fish. This fish, that fish. Yellow fish, blue fish. Yellow fish. Fish. Is there a fish? Oh, there's a fish. I might do this fish. Sorry. Fish, fish, fish. Okay, I am going to tape off this fish. I think I'm just going to tape just the fish this time. And try and figure out the rest. I'm just going to take a bit of tape and put it here. Is that right here? Sticky. Sticky. I don't think that's a straight line. Oh well. Is that a straight line? I don't think it is. Let me just replace it. Oh, sorry. Fish, fish, fish. I think that's better. And then one along the top here. I'm aware that they kind of bleed into each other, but I just want to this one that way. Is that straight? Let me check. That's better. And then this way. And then this one, I think. I won't be able to keep this tape here, so I'll just do this background and then I'll peel it straight off. So what am I thinking for the background? Blues, because it's water. Blues. Oh, that's a lovely. And I need a dark blue and a mid blue and a blue blue and a blue 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 blue. So I've picked out 3 blues. Hopefully I'll use them in the correct order this time. So I picked out Blue Moon, Storm Blue and Ocean. And I think what I'm going to do is go darkest around the fish. Darkest around the fish and gradient outwards to lighter. Oh, it's gone out of focus. Let me just... There we go. There we go, but it's back in focus. Sorry about that. This is... I'm not really pushing the boat out. I'm just... fish in blue water. Okay, so I'm going to do a there. So I'm just going to show you a bit of what I'm doing, and then I'll... There we go. And then I'll do a bit of the storm blue. I'm just going to colour over the bubbles because I can come back in with a little... And then... So this is the storm blue. And then, so just little circles, little circles. And then my next gradient colour is ocean. Ocean. There we go. Oh, that's a nice blue. There we go, and then so that's the gradient that I'm going to be working with. There we go. Let me just wait for that. And then I'm going to just come in and there, and that's the gradient that I'm working with. So I'm just going to complete that around the whole fish and then come back to you. The background of this fish for the prompt fish, and so let me just remove this tape and see if I like how it came out. The good thing with the tape is I have the option to keep it the edges all sharp like this, or I have the option to soften them out a bit. Let me just put these in a place where they don't stick to everything. Let me just there we go. Sorry, that was very satisfying. It stunned me into silence for a few seconds. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, pleasantly happy with it. I don't know if I might put some of this tape back actually, because then I can use it as a guide for the next set. So the long pieces. Oh, I shouldn't have unstuck the tape. Let me just line this up. I might just do there we go, there, line it up, there we go, and then, because what I can do is I can sort of, I'm wondering, I have a slight idea for this page that just the different squares all interlocking with each other. Oh, excuse me, that's Muffin. My little... My dog, Muffin. Come on then. Okay. That's those re-lined up. And then I'm just using the same tape again. Hopefully this won't remove the pencil. Prompts that Jess has just cut up as lily pads, so I might actually colour these 2 lily pads. I know it's not in the spirit of things, but I was feeling them anyway. So, as with most colouring, if you're feeling it, why not? Doo-doo-doo. And I'm just using this leaf green for the edges of this. It took me a second to get back. There we go. So I would 100. If you found me, you already probably know about Jess at the Colouring Bumblebee. But I've been watching her live streams and she has heavily inspired me to colour. Oh, my light just went off. Oh. And she always makes me giggle at her and little Lex. Very, very cute. So, yes. This is for her prompt lily pads. I haven't been able to start. I started a bit later than she did, so I just hopped on whatever prompt she was at the time, which I think was rectangle or square, and then I've been following the prompts along since then, and I've asked her if I could release this video, and there we go. There's lily pads completed. I know you can't really see it because of the tape, so what I am going to do, however, is place the tape. What do I want to do? I think this piece needs to come down a bit. Oh, did it take some of the blue off? Yes, it did. Yeah. Not too much. Is that straight? I think it's straight enough. So the stream, I'm just going to sit and watch and enjoy, and just enjoy this. So for today I have coloured the fish background for the prompt fish, these tiny little lily pads for the prompt lily pad. There we go. What else? And I've coloured the background of this frog for the prompt rectangle or square, and I put a rectangle around the frog. Might be pushing the prompts to the edge a little bit. And what was the other thing I coloured? Oh, the tiny little insect on this page here. So thank you for joining me. I've been using my mess of a Black Widow collection here. I don't know where the others are gone. Yeah. Let me just show you my mess that is, oh, excuse the noise. Well, excuse my Black Widow collection. It's a bit of a... I do have some in a pencil case, but there we go, and there we go. There we go. And sorry, I'm really bad at outros. So thank you for joining me while I joined everyone that was watching. Oh, I have so much fun watching the streams. And here, so yeah, some progress in small victories, and I don't know if I found my new favourite pencil, but I really do love them. Especially like the pigment comes out gorgeously in these books. And well, thank you and stay safe out there. I've been Jenny from Nif's Hobby Corner, a colourist here in the UK, in the south of the UK. And stay safe, have fun, carry on colouring. Bye bye.